Welcome to this look at a new mod map to Farming Simulator 25 with me, MrSealyp. Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here on a fictitious Hungarian map, I hope I say this correctly, on Újrét, 863.01 megabytes download. This by Pazor, Marketoth 870 and Anto. There are 3 required mods which download automatically. I'm at the sort of start farm, I'll show you the map in a moment. On New Farmer, it's 1,267 slots. On Farm Manager and Start from Scratch, it's 1,155 because you don't start with any of the equipment or machinery. You obviously won't start with any of the land either. Now, this was on FS22, and it says in the description it's been enlarged and adjusted, and the realism, the detail is brilliant. It's very, very good. I seem to recall on the previous version of this there being an apple orchard, but I might be misremembering. As you can see, we do have NPCs. Walter is here. If we go to the map, this is what it looks like. So I'm trying to remember whether all this was here last time. Some of this I remember and recognise, but there are a couple of odds and ends, some peculiarities. We do have some additional crop types. If we come down to here, we have got alfalfa and we have got triticale. Alfalfa can be dried. You can bale it and that kind of stuff, and both have got prices for selling alfalfa and triticale. Both are put into the ground using seeders, and obviously the alfalfa is a grass, so you can do all the grass work stuff with that. The triticale is just picked up with a regular harvester header. We do have a train that comes, I think, in at the top and out of the bottom. We can rent the train. I'm going to get this wrong as well. This goes to HUNGARIAN, I think it is HUNGARIAN. Again, apologies if I've said that wrong, and probably have. Now, if we go across to our farmland, on New Farmer, we start with this little plot here, little pig farm. We also start with this, which is more of a kind of cooperative, post-communist kind of, it's one of those big farm setups. You do start with both of those plots, and those plots are about 100 and something grand. Oh, so a bit more than that. I'm thinking of something else, 228,000. And that one this side, let's just double check that, 201. So we start with both those. We do start with these 2 fields here, and we also start with this plot here, which is at the train station, which gives you the ability to put placeable sell points, whatever you want to do, on that plot as well. That being said, field prices aren't too bad across the map. I guess kind of what you'd expect for the size of them. We do also have here vineyards, which can be purchased. This bit's an interesting bit because it looks like an olive orchard, but trees rather than bushes, but you can't buy that plot of land. So I'm assuming, again, that's probably just decorative. But I say, yeah, field prices, plot prices, bit of forestry there as well if you want it. Now, there are a couple of extra bits we're going to purchase. I'm going to purchase these 2 here. This is the one I was thinking of. That's 119,000, nearly 120. That one there, same price. Now, you can buy both of those. If we do that, and we do that, we'll get to those later on, and we'll be able to see what that's all about. Now, it does say there are 50 collectibles. Haven't come across one yet. Contracts are available. If we come down to there, we've got one at the moment, but there are, there will be more later on, which is often the case. We go into build mode as well. It says let's go into build mode. There we go. If we come down, I don't think there was anything under sheds, if I recall. No, under silos though, we do have some stuff here. In addition to the required mods under there, including a 1,000 item bale and pallet storage, which again we'll get to, that's the bigger farm later on. We had under containers, I think, there we go, medium petrol tank just there, and I think that was it. That's all I found. All the rest of it was either one of the 3 required mods or base game stuff. So that's your build mode. If we open the door here at the main house, got a nicely detailed house we start with just here. This plot's not too expensive either, and then our sleep and wardrobe trigger in this room just here. I am going to speed up time because the first 2 places we will go to, shop points, there may be others as well, but the first 2, as I got to them, the gates were shut, and it comes up with a sign saying that this place is closed at the moment, and I think it was 9 AM. So if we click on that and we just sleep till 9 AM, they should be open when we get there, which will make life a little bit easier as well. None of these doors opened. We come back outside and close the gate. So as I say, water is there. We do have in here Pickup on new farmer. Farm manager start from scratch. You don't have it. Little pigsty just here for potentially 17 piggly wigglies just on there. So we're going to grab the pickup and let's have a bit of a whiz round and see what's occurring. Just checking my notes to make sure I didn't miss anything. Oh yes, that was the thing. We're going to build mode and come down to here. You'll see there down at the bottom where it says, where it shows the feed thing, the alfalfa, whether it's alfalfa or dried alfalfa. Alfalfa has been included into some of the feeds, horses as well, and I think it will be for sheep too. Yeah, so yeah, that has been included into animal feeds. Oh, what was I going to show as well? Oh yeah, that was it. If we come into back into here, or into here, and we go to this, there we go. So what we've got available, we've got bakery, we've got canning factory, fruit juice factory, and grain mill. Now these aren't base game ones, but they're fairly sort of standard. The fruit juice factory, so that threw me a little bit. Grape and raisins, so it's a great processing unit. Basically, I could have sworn on this map on FS22 it did apple juice. Like I say, I could be misremembering. I've done a lot of map tours. So yeah, potentially I could be wrong on that. Anyway, we're going to just head up the road here. I'll do what I always do. I'll show you where we are, where we've been. Ben is here, and this is Uncle Sanji's. So there's Ben, and this is sell point. I think all of the sell points are for regular stuff and bales as well. We do have a football pitch. The football pitch is available for matches. It does have a ball. It does have the scoreboard. When you score, it whistle blows, resets the ball, does the thing. You can go over to there and you can reset that as well. If we go to there and hang on. No, what are we doing? Turn that off. Will it go all the way in one kick? No, it won't. Anyway. Goal! There's your football pitch. Mind the ditches. And then we continue north. And we will come to the animal dealer. Katie is up here. With a whole menagerie. I love it. Look, like I say, the detail is brilliant. So these gates weren't open when I came up before. So Katie's just here. We have got sell point. Just, where's the sell point? That's your buying point for animals. Oh, around the back. If we come around the back here, so you can see your chickens. We've got cows in there. Around the back we've got pigs. So around here, sell point, and then a buy point for manure. There's not a buy point for liquid manure. So look, pigs around the back here as well. So there's a whole load of stuff going on for animals here. You can't buy this plot. It's, it's an animal dealer, but I like the immersion. I've said that many times before on maps where you've got animals at the animal dealer, and it's not just your standard base game. Here's an animal dealer, which is nice. I think that really adds to it. There's a lot going on there. So that's Katie at the animal dealer. There's a lot of cows in that field. If we turn in here, this one is unlocked. We just have to open the gate. We've got the vehicle shop, and then around the back, all around the back here, we've got the workshop trigger for repairing, maintenance, and that kind of thing. This is the reset point for the map as well. So I'll show you where we are, because we're kind of doing a strange loop round. So we started at the little farm here. We came up here, did that bit there, football pitch, up to animal dealer, round here to the vehicle shop, workshop trigger. We're coming back down here, and then we're going to come all the way down the map and then go across. We'll work our way around. Like I say, it just made more sense to do the loop that way in my head anyway. We carry on down the road here. Where we've got on the left. Again, really nicely detailed. I like the fact there's people about doing stuff. Again, adds that immersion. Farmers market, just there. We've got the local ABC. Just here. With the sell point around the back of the building, just there. Across the way, we've got the bakery. Just there. I have been kind of checking, you can't buy any of the land here. So I was thinking, have I missed any animal pastures? I don't think I have. I'm pretty sure what I'm showing you is what's here. Well, I mean, that kind of makes sense. If it wasn't here, I couldn't show you it, could I? So, it's been a long day, right? So those two plots we purchased are big chicken farms, one either side of the road. Like I say, I bought both. You don't have to buy both at all. You can just buy one. Now these have got big old chicken coops, but it's actually just one. I've got to be careful because I got smacked in the chops when I tried to do this earlier. There we go, like that. So this one this side and the same the other side. This hold 2,000 animals. So we click on there. There's our chickens we can put into the coop, or we can bring them out. It's up to us. But when you buy them, it splits them between all 4 buildings. You only need to feed at one. So your triggers here, your feed points at this one. But if I put in 200 animals, 200 chickens, each of these is openable, and you will find you'll have chickens in each of them all the way along. But yeah, you haven't got to worry about going along and feeding at each of them. Just one feed point here, and then that is duplicated the other side of the road with another 2,000 just over there. Kind of like the fact they're separate. You don't feel like you're forced into having to get them. So a bit of a drive down now, and we're going to chuck a right. So we're heading south, and we're now going to head west. Yeah, like I say, I don't know. I just had this sudden, strong recollection. I'm just thinking, it was a fruit juice factory. It was definitely fruit juice. It wasn't just grapes. I'm sure of it. So sure that I'm not sure. I just have a vague recollection. Anyway, on our right coming up is the fruit juice factory. Just there, big old facility. To our right, you can turn up there, and that's those plots I was saying about. These are your vineyards, so you can buy that plot, that one, that one. You can't buy these. These do have some houses on. They're not available for purchase, but you can if you want to. So vineyards are there. And this is the canning factory again, another big facility. The railway follows the road north-south, so that's just over to the right. We turn in here and you'll see what I mean. I thought it was peculiar. I don't know. Oh, that's interesting. Wonder if the map will get an update then. Curious, but yeah, like I say, that plot is not available for purchasing, at least not at the moment. So to our left there is our canning factory. Well, all of it is the canning factory, but again, it's things like that. I think all the bus stops around the map, there's people at the bus stops, there's people wandering around, and it's not just that. You often get on maps, it's just a generic wandering. People are wandering up and down the road. I like it when there's places of interest or places where there would be people, and the people are at those places. That just makes more sense than just random wanderings. I suppose we're getting near to Halloween again. I wonder if we're going to get the Giants, when we do that update. So on the Giants maps you get the zombies wandering. Did they do it last year? I can't remember. So we turn in here, being careful. I mean, I suppose it would be going ding 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 if there was a train coming, but turn in just here. So the other small plot I said about that we start with on New Farmer is this plot here, which gives you a bit of scope. And again, the detail on this, the plates aren't all level, there's a little bit of bumpiness. There is at the main farm as well when we get to the main farm. So just up here, in front of the station, is the rent train point. I did do this off camera and it seemed to, yeah, it said 4 kilometres. So and it's getting further away and it just didn't seem to. I did most of the rest of my prep and the train still hadn't come. We'll see if it has when we come back. It might do, I don't know. We'll see. I just want to see, to get a look at the train. See what it's like. So I don't think it's going to arrive imminently, so I haven't got to worry too much about the crossing. So, cross at the crossing. I've just suddenly had a memory, another memory of this map. Grain mill is up here, and I very distinctly remember when I did my prep I just went in there, but yes, it was. It had the branch line. The train doesn't come down here, but I remember saying when I did the map tour last time how cool it was that was on there, that you can imagine in the past the train would go in there to be delivering whatever it was delivering, whichever crop was being turned into flour at the time. Yeah. So just the gateways that open either end. It's pretty cool. So yeah, grain mill just here. Again, another big building, big facility. And then we're going to turn that way. I'm trying to think on the previous, on FS22, whether you started with both the farms, the big farm as well. I don't recall. Where are you going? There we go. Because considering you've got the little house, the little pig pen behind it, it's quite a big proposition, the next bit. And it's very well done as well. There's been a lot of maps like this that have got that very, like I say, that communist Eastern Bloc feel to it, you know. And this is one of them. When you look at the fencing with it's no different to like RF bases and stuff like that, where that top section is designed, that's to stop people getting in. I mean, that's what that is. That goes up and arches away with the barbed wire on the top. It's a very foreboding kind of thing. So big old facility, bus stop out the front as well, so you can imagine you've got one route going one way, one the other. So for employees of the farm, when it was a big old, you know, government run establishment. So we go to the left hand side first, coming from gates opening, and again another nice touch that I really like is the old dip, the vehicle dip. Pretty cool. So, equipment and machinery that we start with on New Farmer. Again, not farm managers will start from scratch. So, feed mixer Wigan. Yep, a Wigan. Feed mixer wagon. Telehandler and gear. Abbey tank. Liquid manure pit. Silage clamps to our left. To our right, bale and pallet storage, 1,000 items. Manure heap just here. The milk for the cows comes out here. So we've got our milk storage tanks here. So when you want your milk from your cows, you come and collect it from here. And the cow pen, can I get down the side there? Yeah, probably. Yeah, we'll be alright. Right down here, and this is 140 cows. It's surprising actually, because I did double check and thought, because it's 3 big buildings, but it's all part of one thing. There's only one trigger there. I thought it'd be a lot more, but it's for 140. Rightly or wrongly, I mean, you know, it is 140. It is what it is. So that's this side of the farm. The other side of the farm, there's plenty of shed space, storage space. We've got a big old silo, which is one of the required mods, and the rest of the start equipment and machinery on New Farmer. Now, the other thing to be aware of when you cross over is the barriers this side of the road aren't automatic. Yep. There we go. So around the side here, we've got a silo, 3.5 million litre silo, standard crop types, and I say standard plus, so standard crop types and triticale has been added in. As I say, we've got a load of shed space here, trailer just there, we'll see in just a moment. So there's plenty of storage space here at the big old farm. Trailer just there. We go around the back, we can see the water tower over the top of the buildings. So there's a water point around the back here. So I mean about it being bumpy. I like that. I like that element of immersion. Over time they've gradually lifted, the weeds have grown between them, that kind of thing. So the main, what would have been the main office building, I guess, is just there. I don't think we can go into this building. I'm going to double check. I don't think we can. No. I haven't translated any of them. Probably should have done. So this building here is your workshop. Workshop trigger on the outside. Loads of room on the inside for vehicle repair and maintenance. And again, more shed and storage space all around. And in that building as well. Then our equipment and machinery is all around here. I mean, you could, if you came on here, again, my mind's chugging away, you know. It could be that you've bought up the premises, the whole lot, you know. And as part of that, when you arrive, all this stuff has been left. It's all here, you know. Here's all your start gear. Sprayer, spreader, rollers, seeder, plough, cultivator, headers, corn and regular for your harvester and header trailer. Fuel tank, 10,000 litres, can be refilled by you should you wish. Class harvester, class tractor, John Deere as well, with front weights at the front. And that is the main farm. So we came all the way down past the chickens, all the way across the bottom there, did that bit there, up and across and around to the train station. Oh, the train is there. We'll whiz back and have a quick look at that. Up to the grain mill, across there, and we are now here at the main farm. The last place to go to as we go back across this way is the gas station, just there, and then we're back at the start farm. So what we'll do, let's whiz back and I just want to have a look at the train. Just curious to see what carriages and stuff it's got, what it looks like, what kind of vibe. See, as we're close to the gas station, we'll do that first and then we'll whiz back out that way. I'll say we're close by. Here we are. Yay! It's just here, look. There you go. Now again, I'm probably misremembering. I'm just thinking, did the previous version of this, was the gas station just a little oldie worldy like? I can't remember. I'd have to go back onto the previous version and have a look actually. But anyway, let's go back and have a look at the train. Whoa! Just checking my notes, make sure I haven't got anything else to add. I think that's it. Oh, there we go. So the barriers did close. Flat car at the back. Wood transport. Grain. Hoppers. And a diesel loco type thing. That's pretty cool. And there you have it. That is the map. Újrét by Pazor, Marketoth 870 and Anto. I hope you found all of this useful and informative in some way, shape or form. If you have, please give us a like. If you don't subscribe yet, please do. If you want to leave a comment, feel free. And if you want to share this video, then of course, please be my guest. Whatever you should choose to do. Thanks for watching.